buzzing to begin back into normality after that store. The kids have been dropped off. We're going to be doing a leg session. I need a mat. Well, just for comfort, because there is burpees. This leg session with a bit of HIIT to increase fitness levels. I've got light dumbbells. Well, I'll say light. The lightest I've got is 4 kilograms. Feel free to drop the weight completely. It's a squat and shoulder press, one of the exercises, squat thrusters. And then I've got 8 kilograms. There's a lot of unilateral work in this to strengthen the glutes, and we'll also be hitting the quads as well. I hope we're all well. So you can do every single one of these exercises without any weight, okay? So you don't need a weight, but I'm adding some weight. I may drop the weight as we go. MetaFit timings, back-to-back exercise. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Burpees, single leg lunge pulse, left side, right side. Single leg glute bridge, left side, right side. Jump squats, squat, pulse, ouch, and then thrusters. Gonna die. Hope we're all having a great Saturday morning, evening even. What am I on about? Let's get started. So make sure you've warmed up. You can do a few squats to warm up. Leg day, you know it. If anyone likes my top, I did steal it off my partner. He thinks he's getting it back as well, and he's definitely not. I've not warmed up yet. I'll go easy and then move into, and then I'll take the top off. Tops are burpees, so warm up pretty fast with them. How are we doing? I'm answering questions on health and fitness as I go as well. Hi, Himbro. Let's go.
Workout. Your workout will begin in 20 seconds. Round 1. 7 exercises in random order with random work and rest timings with a finisher at the end. Your first
Any variations of burpees to start?
5, 4, 3.
Can I see?
1.
Any variations, so you can step out and take the jumps out. As many as you can in the allotted time. Try not to stop, just slow it down. Good, good start.
Your next exercise is sprint ladder.
Single leg pulse. Start with left or right side first. Let's go. Long enough in length and widthways for balance and to hit the posterior chain. Hi guys. Hope you're all alright. As many reps as you can. I'm going to take these socks off. They're a bit slidey. Sit back on that back leg to open up the hip flexor. Same again, but now on the other side. How are we doing, guys?
3, 2, 1.
Sitting on that back leg. So up to the other side. Deep breaths. The weight should be in the front heel, not the toes. Sitting in the middle of the lunge. Make sure you're adding weight to that back leg. Deep breaths. Try not to stop. And rest. Hi guys. I'm answering questions on fat loss, toning, building muscles. I'm a personal trainer, Pilates, yoga teacher, specialise in nutrition, back pain. Okay, I'm going to grab our dumbbell, lift our right leg up. I'm going for hip thrust, single leg, or you can do double if you've not done this one before. Oh, right in there. Over to the other side.
Your next exercise is prisoner side lunges.
Brace that core.
3, 2.
Again, feel free to just do normal hip thrusts. for both of these timing if you've not done single before, okay, or if you're cramping. Strengthening the lower back and glute, and you're hitting the hamstrings as well. Woo! That glute should feel like it's on fire. Oh.
Your next exercise is in-out press-ups.
Jump squats next. Hi guys. Any questions on health and fitness? I'll answer them as I go. Landing in the squat. Deep breaths. The bigger the jump, the more cardio it is. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. Squeezing the bum cheeks to rise. Let them quads burn. Oh. Shake the legs off, grab a quick drink. Hi Ellie. Squat pulse, keep as low as you can. Pulse. This is for a burn in the quads. Every time it gets too much, shake off the legs and back into it. Sitting upright. You can also do a wall sit. Oh.
25 seconds rest. The finisher. 20 seconds back to back on hot knees and then hot hands.
Then we've got glute bridges into thrusters, the next two exercises. So glute bridges, let's get ready for those.
5, 4,
Double.
3, 2, 1.
Or you can do a core exercise, all the way up as far down as you can go, squeezing the bum cheeks at the top. Try not to rush through these. You can do them body weight, or you can add in a water bottle, anything you've got at home. Squat thrusters. Squat to shoulder press. I knew this was going to be a hard one. So the power is coming from your lower body. Squeeze the bum cheeks to rise. Good.
15 seconds rest. The same 2 exercises repeated back to back. First exercise, hot knees.
Hater's gonna hate, potato's gonna potato. Right, go again. They're just jealous, that's all, Hawk. Because what are they doing? They're probably drinking alcohol on the sofa. Squeezing the glutes. Well, thanks for the support, guys. Thrusters. As many as you can, slow it down, try not to stop. Social media is for judging folk, isn't it? Deep breaths. Well, they couldn't do what I was doing.
The same 7 exercises in random order and random work times. Your first exercise is Cossack jumps.
Right, starting again, round 2.
4, 3,
Burpees.
1.
Let's go.
Cossack jumps.
As many as you can. Lunge pulses next. Ellie or Eli? Let me answer your question in a sec. You feel lazy and low energy. You ready, guys? Because you're not moving. It gives you energy, guys. You don't need energy or motivation to do this. It's just habit, it's routine. Deep breaths, keep going. As far down down as you can. Thanks guys for the support. Over to the other side.
Next exercise is in-out press-ups.
Let's go. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. I'm a personal trainer, Yoga Pilates Teacher, online coach, specialise in nutrition. Make sure you're sitting on that back leg as well as the front. Here answering any fat loss questions, building muscle, rehab, specialise in postnatal fitness and back pain. A few seconds rest, deep breath.
Your next exercise is 180 front jumps.
Single leg glute bridge next,
5, 4,
or double.
2, 1. 180 front jumps.
Take your time with these because they're quite difficult. The glutes are what are stabilising the pelvis and keeping your lower back strong. So they need to be strong themselves. Oh. That's hard, really, that's hard. Oh, my bum cheek.
15
Few seconds rest and over to the side.
Next exercise is jackknife.
Try and count your reps as well so you can beat them if you do this workout again.
5, 4, 3,
Knee up.
1. Jackknife.
Putting the weight in this bum cheek here. Squeeze. Use it to come up. Not your upper back or anything. Whew. Woohoo! You might feel your hamstrings, that's fine. Good.
12 seconds rest.
Oh, my thighs, man.
Is prisoner side lunge. 5, 4,
Right, jump squats. Trying to keep upright, chest shines forward. The bigger the jump, the more you're working on fitness, getting rid of a bit of visceral fat between the heart and the lungs, the liver, kidneys. Squeezing the bum cheeks, use them. Just try not to stop, that's how you build endurance. Shake off your legs and squat pulse. Thanks, very hot. Grab a drink. Squat pulse as deep as you can go. We're looking for that burning in the thighs. Hold on to it as long as you can and shake off and back into it for another few pulses. Whew. But do not give up. I had to really push for that one. I'm 35.
the finisher. 20 seconds, back to back, on hot knees and hot hands. Your first exercise.
Glute bridges.
Knees.
Get ready. Back to back twice. Then we're finishing round 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hot knees.
Squeeze them bum cheeks. Clench them on the way up. Because you could just use your hip flexors here. Actively squeeze here. Thrusters. So squat to shoulder press. You can drop to one weight or do it without any. Power's coming from your lower body. Thrusting your arms up into the air. Right, again.
The same 2 exercises repeated back to back.
Whew.
Your first exercise is hot knees.
Let's finish round 2, guys. I'm here to answer any questions on fat loss, exercise, calorie deficit, rehab, anyone with back pain, that's what I specialise in as well. As a Pilates teacher, habit forming. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. Got loads of content on my YouTube to help. And then we're going to get a drink and a rest. Try not to bend backwards. Rest. Last round. Thanks, Joy. Hi, Joy. So I'm doing all that again, starting with burpees. Done well so far. Answering any questions on health and fitness. Take your time, as many as you can. Keep your feet and knees face forward. Woo! Left lunge pulses. Deep breaths, get the oxygen into them working muscles. Start with the right leg this time. Long in length. Deep breaths, sitting upright. There's weight in the front heel, and you've got weight in this back hip flexor. It's a nice stretch. I'll answer that question in a minute if it's in English. Can't see it from here, one sec. Hi Chris. Speaking English. Not sure what you said there. Take your time. Let them thighs burn. Oh, nearly there. It's obviously my weaker side. Just be patient with it. Oh, shake them off. Hi Chris, speaking English. Jump squats next. Oh, sorry, no, single leg glute bridge.
4, 3, 2, 1. Jackknife.
Really squeeze that bum cheek. Keep the weight of the dumbbell there. Keep that knee up. Take your time. Ooh.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh. Wow.
Your next exercise is sprint ladder. 3,
Go again.
1.
Hopefully fatigue setting in at this point. Certainly is for me. Sweating. I'm looking forward to a nice pigeon pose and stretch after this. Take your time. Deep breaths. Oh. Oh, right leg failed. Can barely get up. Oh, jump squats. My right glute is very weak compared to my left. 100% joy. Cardio is a direct measure of health. Sorry, fitness levels are cardio, not fat loss. Do not stop, just slow it right down. Oh. Squat pulses next, all my legs. Any questions on health and fitness? I may die. Pulse it out. I think this is the hardest method I've done. Metabolic conditioning, should I say. Using that stored glycogen. Oh, let's finish it. Glute bridges into thrusters 3 times, then done. Then I'll go into the Q&A component.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is just to squeeze and engage the glutes. Open the hip flexors and chest. Squeezing the bum cheeks. Try to keep that connection all the way up. Thrusters. Take your time, squeeze the bum cheeks coming up. Use them or lose them. Lean forward if anything, not back. Right, back over to glute bridge.
First exercise is hot knees.
Let's get ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Love a like and subscribe, guys. Thrusters. Oh. Oh. Just going to go into my baby weight. If you're getting cramp, have a play around with your foot placement. Nearly 20 minutes in. Let's finish it. Right, last one. Oh. Finish it. Oh. Whew. Have a drink. Well done. Let's stretch off. How many years have I done this workout for? Not recently. This is a new thing. Whew. It's getting my breath back. So I'm coming out of a calorie surplus. So I was gaining weight on purpose to build as much muscle as I can. And now I'm heading into a fat loss phase. I'm using MetaFit as a tool to increase fitness, stimulate muscle to keep it, and get rid of visceral fat and look after the health of my body. But yeah, keep them questions coming, guys. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, online coach that specialises in nutrition, habit forming, diet, fat loss. I'm a Yoga and Pilates teacher as well. I also specialise in postnatal rehab, back pain, injuries. Like I help a lot of my clients with rehab. So if anyone's got any back injuries or are worried about anything or struggling in terms of fat loss, building muscle, give us a comment and we'll get into it. So let's get some stretches in. You know when you can just tell it was an effective workout because like my quads like are absolutely dead. Right, pigeon pose first to stretch off the glute area. The chest shines forward. We're stretching the hip flexor as well, and the outer thigh and the bent knee, and your glute. Deep breath in. Chest proud. Now stretching. A lot of people don't stretch properly, stretch long enough, and the frequency they don't do enough. Yeah. So it's your job. The way I look at it now is after a workout or first thing in the morning, Get into a stretch like pigeon pose. Pigeon's always really good because most people have tight glutes. And you're waiting for your muscles to relax so you can find space and move into the stretch. Now some people can take 3 or 4 minutes in this position, still making progress. So you can start with a bent leg, straight leg. Make sure you're not being pulled out of the stretch. If you are, sit in the middle of your mat. And then you can bring, as your body starts to relax and enjoy the stretch. Shouldn't be painful, any stretch by the way. You can increase the stretch by bringing this leg up. Deep breaths. This bigger breath you take and the slower exhale, the more your body is going to give and relax into the stretch. This is how we build flexibility. So it's a good way right now to build on flexibility because all the muscles that we've just used are nice and warm. So perfect opportunity. So keep trying to find space. It's all in the hips. Push your hips into the ground. Shoulders down away from ears. Allow yourself to feel that stretch sensation. It's not painful, it's like a mild discomfort. Has anyone got any questions? Does anyone stretch here? Has anyone got any questions about stretching? So you can get away with not stretching up until a point, like past 25 years old, you start to benefit more from stretching. And if you don't stretch, you just get tighter and tighter, especially if you're strength training or you're running, and then eventually something will snap. It's usually tendon. Okay, over to the other side. Deep breaths in. So I've got loads of content on my channel about different diets, how to keep on track, how to implement a healthy lifestyle into your life, you know, like healthy living, diet tips, back pain, pelvic floor rehab. Deep breaths. Got lots of stuff about stretching as well, so have a look. I've got classes on yoga and Pilates. And then there's these lives where I've been doing Pilates and HIIT and strength training. Deep breaths. So yeah, everyone's got a tighter side on parts of the body. And it's your job to figure out which is tight, what's weak, and to be preventative and work on these things. Good. From here, I'm going to stretch the hip flexors. So coming into a sphinx, pushing the hips and the belly into the ground, squeeze the bum cheeks, chest shines forward, and allow yourself to feel that stretch in your lower abs. You might feel it in other areas as well, like your back, deep in your back. So this is really good if you sit down most of the day, you know, driving, or if you're at a computer desk. You're bringing in that curve in the lower back again. So this is a camel, sorry, not a camel, this is a sphinx position. So again, you're just trying to relax, deep breaths. When I say relax, you're trying to switch off the muscles. So any tense muscles other than your bum cheeks, because I've asked you to clench them to protect your lower back. And then if you want to, you can go into cobra, elbows bent into the ribs, looking up to the sky, shoulders down. And then we can come back into child's pose, knees together. Excellent. Have we got any questions on health and fitness, fat loss, toning, stretch? I definitely need some water, yeah. Don't think that's, oh, there we go. How are we doing? It's crazy how different our houses are. Yeah. Oh, I hate gunfighter. How would you say? From what I've seen on television, no offence, but American houses, as nicer as they are, they seem not as well built. Like, you don't see many brick in the movies. You don't see many houses made of brick. It's normally like, you know, because you just see tornadoes. Obviously, I'm watching a load of disaster movies. But they get blown to shit. Because you've got nicer weather over there, right? Any questions on health and fitness, guys? We'll stretch off the hamstrings as well. I thought I'd try a new CBD. Any nutrition questions? And this one is a super blend, MetaHuman, 20 CBD, magnesium and valerian root. So I don't get this. You know what? It's not even fizzy, and it's hard work to drink. LOL, we spend our money on stupid countless wars instead of our government taking care of us. Don't they all? Don't they all? Right, let's stretch off the hamstrings. So with the hamstrings, a lot of people do it wrong. A lot of people bend in the lower back, then come down. Hips back first. You'll start to feel a high hamstring stretch. Fold at the hips, belly to thigh, and then come down. See the difference versus, so it's all in the hips. Any questions on health and fitness? Building muscle. I think it was quite a quiet live today. How long have I been going live for? 30 minutes. We had some really bad American weather yesterday. Trees blowing in front of the road and everything. It was like one of our disaster movies. We've been breaking records and stuff. How are we getting on, guys? So I'm a personal trainer for 12 years, online coach, specialised in nutrition, exercise habit forming, diet psychology, implementation of healthy lifestyle in people's lives. And I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, specialising in back pain as well. Cup of tea or a cup of coffee, which is better? Cup of coffee. Depends what you want though. I mean, cup of tea, green tea, is really good for the microbiome in your mouth. It's got loads of fantastic benefits, green tea. I like decaf tea as well if I'm not wanting that buzz. But coffee, up to 4 cups of coffee is actually really good for your cardiovascular system and brain. It's really good. Memory, what do you prefer, Johnny? But this hasn't got anything like that in it. This has got vitamin D3 in it as well. Valerian root, sour cherry flavour. Let's see what comments have I missed any. People enjoying my fireplace. Someone said, how can you lose body fat if you're lazy? Which you feel lazy if you don't eat great and you don't move much. You see around the Christmas period, I don't know if anyone else was the same, but the treats and the crap that you tend to eat, highly palatable foods I call them, and it forces you not to move much. You do feel like that. Start off small if that is you. Jump higher, you're cheating. Oh, that must have been for my jump squats or my burpees. The higher your jump is, yeah, milk tea, a little bit of unsweetened oat milk I used. Ooh, if I'm on my period, can I still follow a calorie surplus? What are you trying to achieve, M-Star? You can lose fat or build muscle wherever you are in your cycle. There is some challenges though. If you're trying to lose fat as a female, so you're trying to build muscle, yeah, definitely you'll want more calories as well. That's what I was going to say. If you are building muscle and you're on your period, you probably want to eat more. But if you're trying to build muscle, you need to know a few things. You need to make sure that your workouts are progressive and the stimulus there. I think of it as like giving your body a reason to build muscle each time. So if you're trying to build lats and shoulders and biceps but don't really need to, like pull-ups are really good for that. Making sure you're progressive and do lots of variations of these exercises and make sure every week you're trying to do more. That's how and make sure you track it. You can't measure what you don't you can't manage what you don't measure. You also need protein that stimulates muscle to stay and to grow as well. You need sleep for the human growth hormone, and yeah, there was something else. Water, I guess. Have you been doing sports for a long time? I always had an enjoyment of sports. I'd say it was in my blood. family was in like the TA or army, like the men in my family. Thought I'd maybe go into that, but I did gymnastics at high school. It was trampolina, loved that. Then I went into my sports course at college, and then ever since then I kind of knew I wanted to be, well, I knew I wanted to be a personal trainer, but didn't know all the branches of it. I thought I might go into physiotherapy or become a PE teacher. But yeah, I've always kind of done sports and enjoyed them ever since I was about 15. Even if I do my workouts wrong or I made a mistake, will I still make progress? Nobody's workouts are perfect. Sometimes I just go to the gym. Like that tonight was a really good workout. I loved that. Felt it was like doing something, you know. But sometimes you're just ticking that box and it's a shit workout, but you know, you've not got any personal best, but you went when you really didn't want to, and that is a different kind of progress. That's discipline. But yeah, if you do what do you mean by workouts wrong? Just make sure that your technique's safe. That's all I was gonna say. Should I still work out if I'm on my period? Yeah, I wouldn't go for PB. See how you feel. I mean, for some women it's different. It might be the week leading up to the period, or they might be on the period, and they might feel like, you know what, I'm just going to try and match my reps on my way. I'm not going to try and push. I'm just going to tick that box. Or instead of getting that workout in, I'm going to go for steps. But you're trying to build muscle, so I'd always prioritise your workouts if you're trying to build muscle. Should I still work out? I love you. Oh, thanks, Selva. Thanks, guys. So yeah, I just finished a HIIT session on legs there, and yeah, that was tough, but they are getting harder because I'm getting fitter and stronger as well, and dropping my own body fat. But I think my abs workout, was it yesterday morning, was good. Enjoyed that, but then the day before that wasn't that strong, you know. So sometimes like consistency doesn't look like perfection every single day. It's doing the best you can on that day with the circumstances. So remember that. Don't put loads of pressure on yourself, guys. Any questions on fat loss, building muscle, toning? I'm an ectomorph. Love this question. So you're obviously like, you're in the know. You've been doing this a while, M-Star, I'm guessing. If I'm an ectomorph, is it okay to cardio 1 time a week? If you enjoy cardio, yes. Cardio is a good tool to burn body fat, as in like come into a calorie deficit. But you're wanting to build muscle and gain weight, so I wouldn't do loads of cardio, but cardio is a direct measure, like fitness, of how healthy you are. So I did for the heart and lungs and the health of your joints, I would do cardio. I wouldn't do running though, personally. What's the best functional training for 50-year-olds? Good question. Not MetaFit. Just strength training. Doesn't have to be complicated. I've got clients 60, 78 is my oldest client. 60s though, like I've seen some 60-year-olds move like they're in the 40s. Age is just a number. Get strength training. I'd start with like basic sets. So back squat, like 2 or 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and then mark at how many reps you get for whatever weight, and then go from there. Try and beat your reps, you know, get your personal best, Sheb. And make sure you're training the upper and lower, front and back. And also as well, mix in some Pilates exercises, either Pilates on its own or within your strength training. Call it the Moss method of training, and you're building strength but also looking after your body as you do this, so it's nice and safe. Should I do ab workouts separately, and if I don't, will I see visible abs? Should I do ab workouts separately, and if I don't? So the abs are just like any other muscle group. I could feel that fire went off there. So the abs are just like any other muscle group, guys. They need trained, they need progress. So if you've never trained abs before, you might be all right with sticking a few ab exercises within your strength training, like a leg session. And if you train legs, upper, lower, like say if you do 4 workouts a week and you put in like 2 sets of ab exercises every time you exercise, that's great. But eventually they're going to get strong enough that they're going to need more volume to stimulate the muscle to keep on growing. So I'm trying to build, well, I am building my ab muscles at the moment, so I'm hitting them 2 or 3 times a week. So if you're wanting to have visible quad, visible abs, good shoulders, you need to hit them more than once a week and make sure it's progressive. Oh, no problem. Thanks for the subscribe. Just a depressed baboon with internet access. Right, you're getting blocked, you perv. And so are you, commenting on my feet. You're funny. Any questions on health and fitness? And no questions on my feet. There's a lot of feet lovers on YouTube. I've got some good wiener over here. Right, okay. Blocked. More pervs. We're having a really good discussion then, and then weirdos ruined it. But ectomorph, so there's 3 somatotypes, body types: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. And you can not just be ectomorph, you might be like ectomorph with a bit of mesomorph. And so ectomorph's generally like swimmer bodies. Mesomorph is like bodybuilding, and they easily gain fat and muscle. And then there's endomorph, which is like The Rock and sumo wrestlers. It's even more easy to gain fat and not as much to gain muscle. If I do goblet squat, should my chest go to the front or should my body be straight? If I do goblet squat, so the way I do goblet squats, and I think this is better for hip mobility and movement, so which really helped me during pregnancy. I've got a great hip mobility. I have my heels elevated. Have you tried that? So heels elevated on like a plate, so you're like that. You've got a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and you're coming all the way down. But yeah, chest is proud and forward, knees are out, and you get a better depth there, and it opens the hips more. Try that, I love them. Do you recommend anabolic or I don't recommend any steroids. I do everything natural. I believe it should be done natural, unless like you're competing in a sport, if that's what you're asking there, Himbro. Keep it classy. Yeah, my moderator's on, guys, so if you've been blocked already. Any questions about health and fitness, guys? Fat loss. So I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, online coach, Pilates and yoga teacher, specialised in diet psychology, habit forming, back pain, injury rehab, pelvic floor. But yeah, I don't recommend any drugs. I've got loads of Amy, who's Amy? So if I gain fat easily and I lose weight easily, what am I and what to do? So are you tracking Star? Make sure you're tracking your food, your steps, any cardio that you do, and your resistance training. So your priority, I don't know what's up with my moderator, I think he's having a stroke. I do track my food, great. So I'd prioritise, because you're trying to build muscle, right? Your food, so your protein, get super high protein. How much protein are you on? Obviously I don't know your weight and all of that, but super high protein, and so you can maximise that protein synthesis response from exercise, and make sure you're getting your personal bests. Have you, I take it you follow a programme? So you should have, so you quite like that, right? Okay, so I would recommend, where's my calculator? The higher end of the protein scale. You probably know this already. Have I got a calculator on here? Just bear with me. Oh. Can't believe I've got to download a calculator. 1 second. At least I've got it now. I use AI to help me train for 3 years, but only little progress. All right. Okay. How long have you used AI? Right. So I'd recommend. All right, I downloaded my calculator. So you weigh, say 56, because you want to be gaining weight a little bit. So the best way to build muscle is to be in a surplus. I take it you know that. So you should be on at least 123 grams of protein a day, because you're only wee. But you're 160 centimeters, yeah, you definitely need to gain some weight there. I'm 165, oh no, I'm 168. Oh, so you are small. Sorry, centimeters versus height in feet, I get mixed up. So you're smaller female. Yeah, so 123 grams of protein a day is the upper limit for you. Anything more than that, you're not really, like, it's not going to do you harm because you're trying to build weight, right? But make sure you're doing 5'3", thank you. Make sure you're bulking in a clean way. You know, you're not just eating loads of like shit to put weight on. To put weight on, you're looking at high calorie dense foods, so high fat, good fats like peanut butter, olive oil on like salads and stuff. But it sounds like you've got a really good starting point. You're trying to build muscle. Just make sure what you're doing is progressive and that you're getting stronger. Strength and building muscle isn't the same, but they're similar. You know, you can't lose. You're not going to lose muscle and gain strength, if you know what I mean. I don't know how many times I should eat in a day to build muscle. 3 meals a day, 2 snacks. But make sure, like, because I'm trying to lose fat, and most people are trying to lose fat, but we'd be going for high protein to keep us fuller, right? But you'd be going for higher fat if you're able, like, if you hit your protein target anyway. Or you could do that as well. But yeah, you could eat lots of tuna. Salmon is high in calories because it's good fats, but fats are calorie dense. There's 9 calories per gram. Nuts, seeds, but those are a fibre as well, so if you increase that, you need to increase your water intake. Is it good to use creatine in our workouts? 100%. If you go to my YouTube, I've got a creatine 101 short that I created. If you scroll through my shorts, it tells you everything that you need to know about creatine. It's the most researched supplement, more so in the fitness industry, more so than protein powder. Excellent for brain health. I take it to build muscle, but more so I take it for my brain health, cognitive function, memory. It's really good for all. There's like 5 different types of memory, like short-term, long-term, perception of how fast something's moving. There's another one. There's like 2 other types, but anyway, it's really good for all the types of memory, cognitive decline, reducing risk of Alzheimer's, dementia, building muscle, of course, good for people in pregnancy. Check with your doctor, of course, but people in pregnancy, it helps strengthen the placenta, so when you do give birth, less pushes are needed. It's so great. It's natural creatine as well. It's in your meat, but a lot of people don't saturate the stores. And should I take more protein than fat? Definitely. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong person. So M-Star, should I take more protein than fat? So your fat should be at least, for hormone health and for everything to be working as it should, your grams in your kilogram body weight. So you weigh 56 kilograms, you should get at least 56 grams of fat, and then the rest you can make up with carbs. But you might like to have a higher fat diet and bring the carbs down. You might function better on that. It's just trial and error that's needed. Does fat percentage matter for making progress? It's the fat versus carb argument is mostly to do with preference. If you have diabetes or insulin resistant, which the same most of us are now anyway, my clients, I try and get them to edge over to lower carb, less than 150 grams, and then make the rest up in fat. I do believe that carbs is a problem. Oh, thanks for that. So my moderator's put in the creatine link. So if you want to know more about creatine, give a click onto that comment. That's really helpful, thank you. People say creatine is not good for kidneys. Is it true? So if you've got current kidney issues, don't take creatine. It's the only side effects. And for some people, it can make you feel a bit bloated. But it's short term, and I've never had any trouble with that. So if you have been on dialysis, if you have issues with your liver or kidneys, talk to your doctor about taking creatine. If you're generally quite healthy, creatine should be fine with you. But if you're worried, you can always talk to your doctor. But good question. Now with creatine, you will gain a couple of pounds, which I talk about in that short, but it's not fat, it's water weight, and it's needed to store the creatine, just like carbohydrates. So like, I don't recommend many supplements, but creatine's one. Vitamin D if you live in shite weather like me, through the winter months, but I try and get it from my fish and like my food anyway. Coffee is a good stimulant. Pre-workout or to get you up in the morning, or you know, that midday slump. So I recommend creatine, protein powder if you need a bit of an extra boost, you know, if you've not figured out your diet yet, and how to get everything from all the protein from your diet. So creatine, protein, coffee, vitamin D. Vitamin C through the winter months is good as well if you're not eating enough fruit and veg. So if my protein intake is 1, 2, 3 grams and I have half of it for the day, will I still make progress, and is it more than fat? So yeah, I mean, if you're having say 60 grams of protein and then your trainer or AI says you must get 1, 2, 3 grams of protein every single day for the rest of your life, it's quite unrealistic. So you having half that on like one day, say if like the world's gone to shit and you know you've just everything's gone out the pan, say the kids are sick, your car's broke down, and you know, and you're just able to get that 60 grams, that's better than nothing, right? Just be mindful of your protein. It will take time to get consistently high levels of protein. Plus as well, it gives your body a moment to digest it and to cope with that additional work it's got to do. You'll still make progress if you're making progress at the gym, like if you're building building strength, you know, with your personal best, if you're tracking your sets. Did you know what that means, M-Star? Just to check that you are progressive during your training. But your progress will be a lot slower if you're not getting that higher end of the scale of protein. That's to get as much muscle as quick as possible. But as well, so you've been training 3 years. So say if you've been progressive for 3 years, you should see about ½ pound of muscle go on if you are doing it right. I've never went to the gym. I use a kettlebell at home. Right. Is it just one kettlebell? So this is a problem. I believe this is a problem. So you've said to me that you're following AI. See, my moderator loves AI. So it's probably like listening to what I'm saying now. So you said that you follow AI and it's told you to eat a good amount of protein and you're following its program, but the problem is you've only got a kettlebell. You need to lift heavy weights to build more muscle, like the bulky hypertrophy muscle. I use bottles and a kettlebell. That's great for fitness, muscular fitness, fat loss, which, yeah, visceral fat, you know, it sounds like you're in a bit of a deficit as well from what you've been saying. Hi, Garotto. I think the issue there with the reason why you're not making progress is down to not enough protein and not enough resistance or weight. I'm not saying you can't get shredded and build muscle without it. Sometimes AI says I need 66 grams, but then sometimes they say less or more, so it's confusing. No, AI is talking pish, I'm afraid. I don't know where it's pulled them stats from. That's interesting that it said that. I mean, it's still in its early stages, isn't it? There's a lot of issues with it at the moment. Right, guys, gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a scroll through for any shorts about building muscle, tone, best ways to keep consistent with your training. It's all on my YouTube. Thank you so much for likes and subscribes, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Enjoy your Saturday.